Happy holidays! Let's DIY. You are about to view the golden transformation of these beautiful pieces into holiday decor. And since that you're going to be using golden spray, be sure to mask up and use protective eyewear and gloves. And you want to give a good shake to the cans of spray for even flow and distribution. It's all dry, so you can close to begin working on the outside. But first, here is a tip on how to protect the glass. This was the only piece of glass that could have been removed, so I decided to use it to give a little demo. But for the others, use a piece of tape on each side. Use paint for the base. Be sure to give a stir for easy painting. You are seeing the water picture because while the inside of the lantern was drying, I moved on to the next item. You will also notice other items while I work. Use your time wisely and move on to other items while they are drying, especially walking outdoors in cold temperatures. You don't want to freeze, so keep it moving. Also, using paint as the base lays a great foundation and you save on spray to beautify your other items. The antique ivory paint is dry. Now it's time to spray in white, then ivory, and lastly gold. But it's best to move on to each color after it's dry. To achieve this exquisite blended tonality, it's best to spray the ivory and gold spray as if you are spot spraying. Peekaboo! Hey there, I see you! As you may have noticed, the video went from night to daytime. You may not be able to complete all the items in one day, so take your time and care for yourself. Pace yourself to juggle other to-dos and your family. A great tip is to use a metal doglish painted ivory to hang your lantern. As you can see, when you place tape on each side, it's not so challenging to be removed with just a little assistance with a pointed scissor. Crazy. This is so absolutely amazing. It worked. Because I was like, I'm not going to Home Depot or Lowe's and buy any more tape. This would have to work. And it did. It is so satisfying. To remove the excess paint on the glass, use a little soap, water, and a pad. I showed how I painted this DIY lantern chain in our before and after apartment tour video. I'll place the video at the end of this one and in the description box down below. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's spray the tree trunk coffee table legs shimmering gold and live your life like it's golden, golden, living your life like it's golden. You know, I always hoped that I come across a piece of tree trunk that I could have flipped into a coffee table, but no luck as yet. I purchased this one in 2021 when we moved to this apartment, but I wished the legs was gold. So can you imagine how my heart is leaping with joy seeing this transformation, and how fitting to do so at this time of year. Bella's friend Willow came over to spend some time with us and decided to be my camera helper. So let's give her a shout out. Thank you, Willow. Woohoo!
Show me the whole drill. You see how this one just going in so nicely? Don't give me such a hard time.
And no matter what, we're gonna get the job done. Moving on to the mini bench, but some of its slats needs tending to. So use some glue to get the job done. Then put something heavy on top of them so they can stay together like a pea in a pod to dry. Now, use a zippy bag to spray the smaller knickknacks, then shake them to glam golden. Set the screws aside to dry. Add more spray to the lantern handle and do the same. I'm sure that you have things that share so much history with you and bring so many memories. This bench surely does that for me. It has been through many decor arrangements from the early years I traveled to New York, from renting rooms to apartments, and we are still going strong.
Now it is time to do this guy.
Sorry for the video blur. Autofocus on the camera was acting up, but I guess the video is really trying to live up to the t-shirt. It reads, "Be real, not perfect."
And then we're gonna finish the top.
To go with our living room holiday decor, I decided to use these animal tree decor, remove the string hanger and place them like so. And let's root for little Miss Ellie to make it up that bench. And you have got a great view from the top, as you belong, to see how gorgeous the coffee table looks after it gained back its legs. Well, you must be thinking that it's Christmas Zootopia with all of these animals. You can use the excess paint or spray it on your gloves to create this two-tone look, or go straight up golden. If you are enjoying this video, remember to give your support. Like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you kindly. For time, energy, and to save on paint, this is a great tip. The elephant candle holder and tricycle, we go way back. Here is a little story of inspiration. I remembered when I separated from my ex-husband, Bella and I started living in a small basement apartment. I wasn't working at the time. I went to Home Goods and saw a tricycle that I wanted, but couldn't afford it. Few days after, I found this tricycle in a pile of giveaways in the backyard. These were little messages from God or the universe saying, "I got you, no worries." I truly believe in the power of manifestation. Let's keep the faith. Just as you saw with the elephant, you can do a two-tone look or go for gold. I wanted a rectangle golden metallic plant pot to place on top of our dining room cabinet with holiday plant decor, but when I was searching online, they were a bit out of my price range. So this is when this idea was born. All done, but there will be other looks like this towards the end of the video. I purchased this pitcher and blue salad bowl that you saw at the beginning of this video years ago at Home Goods to give to someone as a gift, but gave them something else instead. I decided not to return them since that blue is not the most popular color in our kitchen and I don't use them much. I decided to glam them up for a holiday DIY to get more use out of them. That's a technique and look that you can use, but we are keeping it golden. It's dry, so now you can flip it over to do the bottom much better. Place it to dry to begin with the other two colors. To keep the golden runners from running down, use this technique for a smooth finish. You can use spray paint to transform so many decor items in your home. In the early 2000s, I started using spray paint to transform decor pieces, but over the years, I have gotten more creative with it. This will allow you to have your own unique style that no one else will have. You also save and not forgetting the relaxation and joy it brings while creating is so rewarding. So the idea was to create that design at the top using white and ivory, but after that splatter and other whiffs of spray paint from other items getting on it, I decided to switch things up to save time and energy. I was getting a bit tired and it was getting too late at night to be outside, especially in the cold too. It turned out beautifully. And here are two decor inspo looks that I love from Home Goods. A great tip, especially for wall decor items, it's best to start spraying the back of them first, let dry, then move to the front. In this way, too, if there are any mishaps as the item is pressing against the surface that you are working from, they are hidden at the back. As I spray with the white spray, I am not doing an even coverage. I want some of its original color to remain to blend with the ivory and gold for that awesome tonality. Just as the lantern, for this look, spot spray with the ivory and gold spray. It's obvious that you can see how this item is done. So let's use the time to talk about how I got this idea. I wanted something different to place on our coffee table, so when I saw Keisha, an acquaintance of mine's, at Home Goods with these gorgeous round Christmas tree decor, I loved them instantly, and that's where this idea was born. So shout out to Keisha! Woohoo! I hope that your decor idea came out magnificently. After completing this look, I got so emotional along with so many of the other ones. Isn't this like so beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. It's making me emotional right now, too. Here are the four Christmas tree decor from Home Goods that I mentioned, and the other two are from D2, one of my favorite discounted stores. You may have noticed the decor look for the coffee table earlier in this video when I showed its fancy legs. I used up all of my painting tape on other projects, so I used this instead to complete the task. A great tip when spray painting is to give two coats of paint. Spray, let dry, then that second round should complete the look. These cute little sharp edge bird shaped scissors will be my assistant.
Oh my god. See, I love it. It has like that two-tone. Oh, so cute. Look at little birdies. Vanilla and Lele, this would represent. They're no longer with us. They passed away. So this will be perfect. And I was so nervous that the paint will seep through. It did, but it actually gave a beautiful tonality, and I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm not gonna bother to like spray this. I just love how everything came out. Mistakes are meant to happen, but some mistakes are not really mistakes. They were meant to be, so it can look so beautiful.
Yeah, we are done with my favorite number 11, the final golden look of them all. So, years ago, when I used to rent a room, I found this beautiful wind chime in a pile of giveaways at an apartment in Manhattan when I used to work as a nanny. I gave it to my landlord at the time to put in her backyard. So, when I saw this one at Marshall's a few years ago, it brought back memories, so I purchased it. And don't you just love the beautiful songs they make? Mm-hmm. Oh, the grand reveal of them all. Let us know which one or three are your favorites. Let me do a quick demo of how I create the look for the picture. As you can see, the stem's too long, so you want to give it a bend instead of cutting them. And you do like so. And like so. And voila, you got the look. For another look, you can add a Christmas tree in the middle to add contrast. Then, to bring harmony to the two looks, I added the stag reindeer for greenery. Now, this plant pot doesn't look like it's from a discounted store anymore. So, you mix old with some new, use your imagination, put in the work, and your vision is now a reality. As you know, many of these items can be used for everyday looks as well. What a lovely way to save while making your home gorgeous. The candle setup like this is only for video purposes, so don't do this at home. We want you and your family to be safe. And with that, thank you for watching. Happy holidays to you and your family. Mwah! See you in our next upload.